Hi, my name is Hallie Snyder, and I'm a multimedia artist who is currently working on illustration and murals. Let's try that again. I'm going to try to keep this video in 3 parts. So the first part being introducing myself, introducing the painting, and then getting into today's topic, which is putting my work into the public domain. Hi, my name is Hallie Snyder, and I'm a multimedia artist who is currently working on illustration and murals. I bet if we keep it in the video, people will think it's cute. My next few videos are going to be me painting commissions, but today I really just want to get into this piece, which I am making public domain for May. So I'm going to go ahead and introduce you to my process, and then I'll tell you why I'm making it public domain later. For anyone wondering, this is the watercolor paper that I'm using today, and then I prepped it with tape and then a Dollar Rowney acrylic ink. So I tinted my paper with this really bright magenta and it worked so well. I'm going to be doing this all the time now. If you've ever been curious as to what my setup looks like when I'm filming a painting, this is sort of it. I have my phone stand and then my computer for photo references and music. Speaking of photo references, I have this little board on Pinterest where I've been saving stuff. We're going to be taking these photos of coral right now and just saving them and cropping them down. I'm going to do that twice because I want to have coral on either side of the painting. And here's my second one. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to open an app called Vinci. Now, I am not sponsored by them. I'm trying, okay? But Vinci's pretty nice. I do pay for it. I click draw and then I click on the photo that I want. I usually do classic mode. I've never even tried the AR mode. And then I put this in my phone stand and I'm going to be tracing the photo with a pen. So here I am just sort of like getting it to size the way I want. And then I can see what I'm tracing through the phone screen. You can sort of see me peeking back and forth, double checking to make sure everything is how I want it. It's kind of hard, but you get used to it. This is what it looks like afterwards. And then on the second photo, I did a lot more detail. I think it looks way better. But now we are finally ready to paint. I have my photo references on my computer. I have all of my stuff around me, and we're finally ready to go. Okay, so let's finally get into the meat of it. I'm sure that there are plenty of people wondering, why would I spend so much time on a painting, especially one like this that I've never done before, something so intricate and detailed. It took me, honestly, a few hours. Why would I put that into the public domain? And so I'm finally going to talk about that. When you put something into the public domain, whether that's a song or a photo or a painting like I'm doing right now, that means that anybody can use it. And when I say anybody can use it, I mean they don't have to give you credit. They can monetize it, they can sell it. Somebody could print this on a shirt if they wanted, including like a big company like Walmart, which is why the public domain is so scary. But yeah, anybody can use something that is public domain. And so I've had a lot of people reach out to me concerned and, trying to look out for me. They're like, hey, maybe you shouldn't do that because then people can like make money off of your work. So just try to be cautious and protect yourself. And I completely understand what they're trying to say. And I really do appreciate it. But I feel very strongly that more artists, whether they are visual artists or musicians or singers, songwriters, poets, anything, should make more things public domain. And I've felt that way for a really long time. First of all, even if somebody did take this and put it on a shirt, I really don't think that they would want to. I really feel like it is going to be used as intended, which is as a background for something else. So every year there's Mermaid, which is this online sort of art meme that people do every May, where throughout the month of May they are drawing or painting mermaids or sea creatures and that sort of thing. But I can't help but notice that a lot of these mermaid drawings are usually without backgrounds. So it is typically a mermaid with either a white background or like a shape behind her, or just something like that. And that's just because a lot of artists either don't know how to draw backgrounds or they're completely intimidated by it. I've been pretty passionate about studying background design for a few years now, and it is very hard. Like, I am not faulting anyone for not doing backgrounds because you guys, it is really, really difficult. Something that always just blows me away. I mean, obviously, everybody talks about the Studio Ghibli backgrounds, and that is definitely a goal of mine to reach that level of confidence with my gouache paintings. But I mean, it is not just that. You look at any old animation, like something that always gets us in our household are the old Scooby-Doo backgrounds. Like they're just so fantastic, and you can tell that they were painted by hand, and it's just something that the industry doesn't do anymore. Anyway, I'm kind of getting off topic, but backgrounds are hard. I'm not faulting anyone for drawing any character with a blank background. I still do it. I'm going to continue doing it. Like, it's just, backgrounds are hard. I want artists, especially young artists, to have something where they can do just their character drawing and put it on top of a nice finished background. And if that artist wants to make prints of it, I think that's a great thing. I think that we as an artist community have become very individualistic and competitive, which is totally understandable, but it's also really hard. And so I think that if this can become like one more piece of merch at an artist's pop-up table, I think that'd be fantastic. And if that is something that you want to do, go do it. Use this painting and do it. I'd be more than happy to. I think that artists have it hard enough right now with, AI, and I think it's a good way to showcase my skills and at the same time uplift other artists, and then also just sort of have like another fun art meme. So here's the finished piece. I'm really proud of it, especially with the depth in the midground. I'm excited to tackle more of these background designs with gouache and hopefully do more landscapes and maybe even interiors. That would be pretty fun. So yeah, if you would like to use this for Mermaid, go ahead and either screenshot this, or you can go to my website. I have a whole section of free art that I make public domain. With digital downloads, it can be kind of tricky because Squarespace wants to require your address for some reason, even though there's no shipping. I'm trying to turn it off, but if you go to the section of my website that says free art and you try to download something and it wants you to enter an address, if I haven't figured it out and turned it off by then, you can just lie. I'm also going to have a blog post, so if you just want to click it and save it, you could do that too. I also did this once where I made a whole bunch of textures and backgrounds public domain when the second Spider-Verse movie came out. And it was really, really cool to see all of the amazing art that people made with it. Again, credit is not required when something is public domain, but it is definitely appreciated. And so if you use this background and you want to show me what you make, I would love to see it. Go ahead and tag me at Snyder Draws, or I'm trying to champion the hashtag UMBG. DTIYS, which is draw this in your style, is already pretty big. And so I'm maybe thinking UMBG, use my background. Could be a thing. That would be cool. We could try that out. Also, at the time of me posting this, I am starting a new mural and I am live streaming on weekdays when I'm working on it. So if you would like to pop in, I'm going to be streaming here on YouTube 10 a.m. to maybe 3 or 4 p.m. Central Standard Time, with a lunch break in there somewhere. So I would really appreciate if you came and check that out and come to see our progress. I'm making a video about the mural process too, if you're interested in that. And I hope you all have a fantastic Mermaid, and I can't wait to see what you do. Bye.